Welcome to the Sprint Revolution School. This is the culmination of my life's work. Everything I've learned coaching some of the world's elite athletes, including Cesar Cielo, Fred Busquet, Bruno Fratis, and leading my Auburn team to the NCAA Championship in 2009 alongside the legend Richard Quick. Now all of that knowledge is available to you. Our program is structured into easy-to-follow, interactive modules designed to take you from where you are today to becoming the fastest swimmer you've ever been. Check out the link in the description or simply search The Sprint Revolution on school.com to get started. All right, here today with Eneli Jefimova. How you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm very good. You're a little nervous. You don't usually do podcasts in English, hey?
Yeah, that's first time actually.
Well, that's okay. We'll go easy on you. But good to meet you.
Yeah, you too.
Now, where are you coming from? For everybody that's listening, where do you live?
Well, I'm from Estonia, currently living in Tallinn, in the capital, but I'm not from here. I'm from a little city, Sillamäe, where's my family living right now. So yeah,
Right. Now, how old are you?
17.
17. You've been on the world stage for a long time now. You were Olympic semifinalist at the age of 14, right?
Yep.
Wow, breaststroke. 100 breaststroke, always been a breaststroker?
Actually, yeah, I think from the start of my career, it's like was obvious that I'm gonna be a breaststroker. So.
Mm-hmm. Now, your coach is Henry Hahn, correct?
Henry Hain, yeah.
Hain. Okay, I got to get the pronunciations right. it's the Australian in me. Sorry, we don't get out much.
That's fine. Yeah.
Now, how long have you been training with him?
For 5 years. Yeah, in September was 5 years with him.
Wow. So he's basically taken you through your whole career, World Junior Championships, Olympic game, couple of Olympic games now, and all at the age of 17. That's incredible, huh?
Yeah, basically he's my first coach who was like bringing me to the international stage, like Europeans, junior and senior Europeans was all with him. So yeah, he's like, I can tell that my some kids sport, like sports that kids usually do to be like healthy, ended before I came to him. So yeah.
Oh, nice. Now, how has the training changed as you've gotten older? Because a lot of people are really interested in, development of age group swimmers, but they don't know how to get an athlete who is very talented to get them to the point where you are. Like, I mean, you came on so fast and you were so good at such a young age. Has the training changed since you were 14? Has it evolved?
Well, actually, when I was little, like 10 years old, I was
Mm-hmm.
it. You can see you could see that I was very talented. Like I was doing only 6 or even 5 swimmings a week,
Uh-huh.
and I wasn't doing gym at all. Like and my all the swimmers who swam breaststroke with me in the heats, they were doing like twice a day, and that's a lot of stuff. But I was just doing like a lot like less than they were. But
Uh-huh.
when I came to Henry, it's all well. It was definitely the more trainings and practices, and I started doing like gym that and some strength exercises, and he could tell that I was very weak. Like I was very slim and tall, but I was very weak, and it was a lot of work to get me to where I am right now. But with the age, well, trainings, I I don't know if me 14 years old and me now are very different trainings. I think it's pretty same because I was like very development. Like I developed like very fast. I was like a grown woman at the
Hmm.
age of 14. I was like 1 meter 84 centimeters, like tall. So it was like very tall girl, and yeah, I just think that when I came to Henry 5 years ago, I started doing like twice a day. Only once a week was twice a day, and the other days was like one swimming and gym. But right now, I'm doing 3 times a week, two swimmings and 2 or 3 gyms. So yeah, it has developed like very softly, and it was like very, I don't know, like it wasn't like I came here and just started to do a lot of gym and strength work. It was like very soft to work on here.
Right,
So
right. That's interesting. I like that. You are one of the best swimmers in the world now. I mean, you're incredible swimmer in breaststroke, 100 breaststroke, especially making the final at the Paris Olympics. First Estonian female in history. Is that correct?
yeah, yeah.
Wow, that's a big honor, hey, big deal. How does Henry prepare you to compete against the world's best? I mean, you're a small country. You've never had a situation where a woman has made the final at the Olympics for Estonia. So, how does Henry prepare you mentally to be able to, first of all, see that as a vision? We can get there. We can do this. And then once you're there, how do you handle the moment?
Well, actually, for me, I was very lucky to start competing at the international stage where when I was just 14. My first Europeans were in Budapest 2021, and I just didn't know what was going there. I think I was just like competing as usual, and I didn't really notice like that these were Europeans, and I wasn't nervous at all. I was just thinking it's the same competition that I have here in Estonia, and that's how I'm just keeping the same like mind. I think that's and Henry always told me like it's the same competition we're having here, like Estonian nationals or Olympic Games. It's for me basically the same, because if I'm starting to think that I'm at the Olympic Games final, and it's really like hard to think about this. So I'm just thinking I'm going to swim, and I can swim. Usually I swim fast, and I just have to do my job right, and it's all gonna be okay.
Mm. I like that. I like that mentality. Henry's forward thinking, but he's also putting you in a situation where he's taking the pressure away and just saying, look, it's 100 breaststroke. Doesn't matter if it's in Estonia or if it's in Paris, we're swimming 100 breaststroke. And
Yeah.
I like that. And the other thing is it's being led by Henry too. You know, he's a fairly young coach, right? How old is Henry?
He's 33. Yeah. We started
33.
working, he was 28. So yeah, he was like
Mm.
very young. And but all our group is like my age. So yeah, he's like he's going the same road as I am, like for the first time. So we're both learning something, and it's like very great.
But I always say this, I go around the world and smaller countries ask me to come in. I was just in Finland, for instance, doing a clinic in Finland. I know Henry wanted to come to the clinic and listen, but I was there, and one of the big questions they had is, how do we get this mindset? How do we get swimmers to believe that they can compete from Finland? They can compete with the best in the world. And I said the same thing that you're saying. Basically, it starts with Henry. Henry's the guy that says, hey, we can do this. We can compete against anybody. And so it starts with the coach's mentality, and then that goes down and filters into your mentality. So you take what the coach believes, and then he puts belief into you, and now you believe. So all of a sudden you have an athlete like yourself making the Olympics for the first time in your country's history, which is, a lot of people think that's too big to think. And,
Mhm.
you guys are succeeding. So there's a lot to learn from you. That's why I wanted to have you on the podcast today to kind of explain your story a little bit.
Yeah, well, but Henry is always saying like dream big or go home. So yeah, well,
Mm,
like he's like it's his favorite thing to say. And sometimes he
mm.
say when someone's telling that's hurting something or you're tired, he's saying it's all in your head. Like basically, yeah, you can do it. It's all in your head.
Wow, that's awesome. I love it. And then in terms of the training, I've seen pictures of where you train. Actually, it looks like a hotel or something. Is that right?
Yeah, it is, and it's very unfortunate that well, for now we're starting to become a swimming country. Like Gregor Zirk was also in the final at the Olympics, and we have some juniors who are also like competing in the finals in the European juniors, and it's very sad to hear that, to say even that we have only one 50-meter pool in Estonia, and I'm really lucky to train there because others have to train in the 25 meters pool whatever the season is it, and yeah, it's basically a spa where it's like a lot of tourists, and we had some accidents there, like something just some small kids throwing balls at the lane where we're swimming, and yeah, it's like sometimes it's very hard to train there, but I think we're just used to, and we're still hoping that maybe our city is going to make the Olympic swimming pool, but yeah, for now it just hopes.
See, here's another great example. Is like again, I talk to smaller countries about this. It's not what you don't have. A lot of people feel sorry for themselves because they say we don't have this and we don't have that. We don't want to have America. We don't have what Australia has. And here you are in a hotel pool where kids are throwing balls at you while you're training, and you're making the final at the Olympics at the age of 17. It's just remarkable. You guys are doing a phenomenal job. I think it should be studied and should be learned. And I think what you should do is talk about the things that you do have, and this is what I want you to share today. Is like, how do you approach it by not looking at what you don't have, but by actually looking at what you do have, and being able to use what you have to succeed. Can you give us some kids around the world some understanding of like, okay, this is how I look at it?
Well, yeah, as I said, that's very unfortunate that we don't have like all the facilities that US have and all the other countries, but we have this 50-meter pool. Like we should be happy about it because like we're basically the only club in the country who has the ability to train there every day, and yeah, we just have to really look at the things that we have. Yeah, it's really great what you said, that we have to look at things that we have, not that we don't have, because we really can't change anything. Like it's not really our job. Like me and other swimmers try to make Estonia proud about the swimming, but we're doing our maximum, I think. And if the other people who decide to build another pool or not don't think that's like they have to, so yeah, it's not really our problem. We have to like focus on what we have and do our best there.
Mm. Now, it must be difficult as well to have support. I mean, how do you support yourself? How do you fund your swimming career? Are you supported by the federation? Do you have sponsors? How do you live?
Well, basically now I don't have really sponsors, but yeah, I'm like a national athlete, not a only swimmer, but an athlete. I'm this Estonian Olympic Committee, and they're supporting us. Yeah, but I don't really have anything to waste money at because I'm living at the at the dorm, and I'm living in some boarding school which has given me a lot. Like I'm studying here, I'm living here, I'm eating here, and it just been great, like to be here. Yeah, and yeah, I think so.
Hmm. Okay, let me say this then on your behalf.
Mhm.
The people of Estonia, people that are watching this right now, okay? This young girl is one of the best athletes in the whole world. I mean, we're talking top 8 in the whole world. She's from Estonia, from your country. Give her some support. I mean, she's 17. She just made the Olympic final. The future is incredible for you. I mean, you just won the Nordic Championship just the past
Yeah,
couple of days.
yeah,
Congratulations on that. You going to the World Short Course Championships in a few days?
yeah, yeah.
Awesome. I mean, like, look, come on, put some support behind one of the world's best athletes. We're not begging here. We're just saying she's already established herself. Give
Mhm.
support. And this is where swimming, we really need help. And it's good to hear these stories from around the world because sometimes we take these things for granted. And a
Mhm.
lot of people in Australia, where I'm from, a lot of people in America, they get a lot of things handed to them. And here you are basically, fighting and scratching for everything that you can get. And you're one of the best swimmers in the world. So how do you feel about World Short Course going into that in a few days?
Um, well, I saw the entry list, and there's like all the breaststrokers are basically there, like women breaststrokers. So yeah, it's gonna be like very hard to compete there. But I'm going really positive. I'm really positive about it because I'm just gonna do my best there, and I'm gonna. I hope I'm gonna go fast because we're training for this. Sometimes maybe the start of the season wasn't like what I hoped to be, but still, we're training for this, and we had some sprints today at the training, so we're swimming with the cord also, and I hope I'm gonna be great there.
Well, you know what the problem is? The entry list came out, and the other girls that you're competing against, they saw your name in the entry list, and now they know that you're going to be there. So they're freaking out as well. Like it's the same for everybody, right? You read the
Yeah,
entry list, and I've been there. I understand what it's like, right? You go to World Championships and you see all these names. Well, you don't realize those people are reading your name as well, and when they see your name, they have a certain feeling like, oh, there's this young, talented 17-year-old girl who's going to be going, I've got to try and beat this girl. So like they're thinking the same thing. So don't give them all the credit,
yeah.
like they're in as much fear as of you than you might be with them. But you talked about your training a little bit, and what type of training do you do for your breaststroke? How do you get fast in breaststroke?
Well, we're doing a lot of technique work, like basically every training I'm doing like at least 200 meters, like breaststroke drills, and
Mm.
yeah, and we're swimming a lot of sprints, and sometimes we're swimming a lot of race pace, and when we swim like fast, we should always think about technique. And Henry always tells me like if something's wrong, and you should do this better or this much more or something like that. So yeah, like turning a lot of attention to my technique, and I still have a lot of like problems maybe or that I have to correct, but it's a good thing maybe because I have like uh space to go faster in
Mm.
the future. So yeah, but yeah, we're swimming like a lot of stuff like 850s and pace. You have to swim fast, but you also have to swim like beautiful and good with good
Mm.
technique. Yeah, and today we're doing sprints, like some 625s at 45 seconds, and yeah, they were all max. So yeah, Henry, sometimes he's taking times, but sometimes he's taking the tempo. So yeah, Henry, I think we have a lot of breaststrokers in our group. We have 10 people maybe in our group, and six of them are breaststrokers. So yeah, I'm swimming also with the boys, and it's
Mm.
really fun sometimes, but sometimes really sad because well, when I was little, they we were winning them. I was winning them, but now when they're like not really boys, but like men, so it's
Yeah.
it starts to it's getting harder to win them in the training, but it's still fun to race them, and yeah, it's really pushing me to go faster, go harder at the training, and yeah, I'm really grateful that I have this kind of group.
Yeah, it's really important to have people around you that are pushing you and challenging you, and the fact that they're men and you're racing them, it gives you confidence too, knowing that, hey, I'm racing these guys, and when I go race girls,
Mhm.
I've competed every day in practice. What's your favorite breaststroke drill to do?
Um, I think I have four of them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, basically, it's like you're doing a stroke, then you're doing two more kicks, then you're doing one more stroke and one more kick, and their usual stroke. Like we're naming this 3-2-1, like three kicks, two kicks, and one kick. Then we're having like some two usual strokes, then two underwater strokes, and then we're having one stroke, one just pull, and one is like Henry tells me that it's not like very effective, like because I'm not doing it sometimes right, but it's like with right hand pull, left hand pull, and just the usual stroke. So yeah, sometimes it's really hard for me because the hand that should be like just in the streamline is usually like going with the other hand. So yeah, it's hard for me to like put the hand is supposed not to move like straight. So yeah, it's sometimes hard stroke, but drill, but yeah, these are like for my drills that I'm doing every day. So yeah.
Oh, nice. I like those drills. They're good. What's your fastest splits in practice when you're holding 100 pace for 50s? What do you hold in practice?
Well, the fastest I went to practice was at the long course. Maybe we're, we're it wasn't like really pace, but it was like sometimes we're doing like eight 50s. One like it's supposed to go faster and faster by each 50, and the last one was 32 two maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and yeah, I started off like with 38 or something, and then every time it's supposed to be faster. So yeah, I think the 32-2 was like my best. But when I tried to hold the 100 pace before the Olympics, I was holding maybe, yeah, 33, because if you think I wanted to do the second half 34, and if you think you have to do the turn also, like we add 1 second usually, and so you have to swim 33 like at the practice, like from a
Hmm.
push. Yeah.
Yeah, good. I like that. I like that. What about when you're diving a 25 from the block? What's your fast dives for a 25?
Hmm, maybe 13 beginning. I don't know right now, but usually, yeah, I'm swimming like under 14. Then it shows like I'm getting to the great form. Like so yeah, I was now swimming at practice some 13.8, but it wasn't like very great. It's 13 maybe 4 or 13.2 was like were like my best. Yeah.
Okay.
What's up? This is Nate from SwimNerd. Just letting you guys know about SwimNerd timing. We now offer the most affordable, the easiest to use timing system in the world. We got it all: starters, harnesses, buttons, touchpads, scoreboards, your one stop shop for all your timing needs. Check us out at swimpractice.com.
What gives you confidence going into a meet? How do you gain your confidence? Just from doing some fast swims in practice? Do you feel more confident?
Well, yeah, I think that's gives me more confident that if I'm going fast at the practice. But there were times before competition that the day before competition I was literally swimming 25 from dive, 15 something, and I was like really, I don't know, sad because I didn't know what happened. Like I was really great form, and then I came come to the competition, and I'm like swimming really bad and slow, and I just can't feel the water.
Mm.
My technique was okay, but I was just slow. And then at the competition, I was like suddenly again fast. I don't know what's happened. I just I just know that the times before don't don't always show what you're like gonna do at the competition. Yeah,
Right.
so basically I'm trying not to get really sad, because yeah, that was actually at the European short course, my first Europeans. I won their silver, and the day before I was winning like 15 something the dive sprint, and then day before I was winning like 13.5. So yeah, I was
Wow.
just, yeah.
So the message there is you don't worry about how you feel in warm up the
Yeah.
day before. It's all
Mhm.
about race day.
Yeah.
Do you have a ritual on race day? Like, do you like to do the same warm up or the same drills, or how do you get yourself ready for a race day when you have a bad day the day before, but on race day everything comes together?
Well, yeah, I'm doing pretty the same warm up at the before the going to the pool, and warm up at the pool. So yeah, I'm doing some 20 minutes, maybe like some some stuff like I'm
Dry
doing
land?
also, yeah, dry land, yeah.
Dry land, yeah.
Yeah, 20 minutes, so I can get my body like warm, so before going to the water, to jump into the pool. And in the pool I don't swim a lot. Like I think it's involved maybe a little bit my warm up at the pool before the competition with the years, but it's basically all the same. I'm just doing some swimming at first, then some kick. I have to like really do warm up for my breaststroke kick, and then
Mm-hmm.
again some drills, and then some diving from sprint. So yeah.
Right. Yeah. Pretty standard warm up. And
Yeah.
then what about behind the blocks? Like, what is the best mental state for you? Do you like to be uh, activated, anxious, alert, or do you like to be relaxed and calm? What's the best way for you to swim fast?
Um, that's a question that's in Estonia asked me a lot. Like when they watch, like I'm wearing my glasses, like on goggles, and I'm just going straight to the block. I'm not like waving at someone, or I'm just like going straight, and everybody's like asking me what you're thinking, why you're so like serious there, and I just say I don't remember anything. Like literally, I it's something, I don't know what happens before before the start, but it just blackout for me because I think I'm so like I'm trying to think about the race, and when I'm going to the start, like from the goal room, I'm just looking for my block where it's like number whatever I'm swinging at lane, and just when I go off the blocks, I just think about my technique and strokes I have to take. So yeah, I'm just really thinking about the swing.
Mm, yeah, that's good. I like it. You get in a zone, and it's almost like anything can happen out there. You wouldn't see it, you wouldn't hear it. It's just
Yeah,
like you're focused in
yeah.
on your
Actually,
race.
everybody like asks me how was it at the Paris. Like there was like I don't know how many people were watching like at the stadium, but there was a lot, and I didn't see anything. Like I just went there like the usual competition, like here in Estonia. Estonian nationals were like the same for me, like at the Paris Olympics. So yeah, I
Right.
was like I didn't notice anything there, and there was like some some thousands of people, and I was like, okay, I didn't notice them there. So yeah, it was really
Wow.
funny for me.
Wow, that's incredible. I mean, for such a young girl to be in that kind of mental state, that's pretty impressive, you know. So you're ahead of your time, and that's why you're getting results, I guess. That's why you're able to handle that competition. Um, i- is it difficult for you to manage a meet like that where you go from prelims, semifinal, final? How do you figure out how do you get faster? How can you go faster on each round?
Mm, well, I don't even know because usually at the big competition like Olympics, I went like all out all three times,
Mm,
and yeah, it's really rare where I can like at the prelims where I can go like easy just to go through the semifinals. Yeah, so I don't know. Actually, well, usually I'm swimming faster in the evenings than in the morning, so I think that's why prelims are like the slowest for me. But s- it's sometimes it's hard for me to swim in the final faster than in the than in the semifinal. But usually it's I can do it. But I don't know. Maybe in the final I just get some boost. Like it's fine. You have to go fast. Like you put like you go big or go home or something like that. So
mm,
yeah,
yeah.
I'm just going like all out there.
I like that mentality. Well, listen, it's been great to get to know you, and you've got a big future. You're young and you're very talented. You obviously got a very good ability to handle pressure and compete at the highest level. You've done that now since you're 14, so you're very successful. So, listen, I wish the best for you. We're going to be cheering for you at the World Championships here in Budapest, so short course. Good luck, and just take the same approach: go big or go home. So
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for inviting me here. So it was a really
yeah,
big pleasure for me. Thank you.
nice to meet you. All right, take care.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
You want to swim faster? You need Sprint Revolution resistance equipment. This isn't just gear, it's a game changer. Our propellers, power socks, stretch cords, parachutes, and paddles are all designed to build explosive speed and power in the water. If you're serious about taking your swim to the next level, you need the best resistance gear out there. Sprint Revolution, where speed is born.